Alright, so I'm here with Iris. She's an 8-year-old Hound Retriever mix. She's available for adoption at the Animal Defense League of Texas at their Nacogdoches campus. And they do what's called an embark foster. So pretty much you foster the dog for a minimum of 2 weeks. And really just gives them a break to get out of the shelter, because some of them are there for months or even years, especially the older dogs and the larger breeds. So yeah, this just really gives them a break from being there. You know, like Iris, she doesn't like a lot of loud noise. With all the dogs barking there, it kind of stresses her out. But having her for a month was a good amount of time, and we got to learn about her a lot. She was with 2 families previously. The first one surrendered her because they lost their apartment and just couldn't take care of her anymore. And then the second family, they had, I think, like 3 or 4 kids, and they said she was aggressive towards one of them. That's all the background I have with her. And I do have a 9-year-old daughter, and so we brought her home because we did meet with her for a little bit, and she was really calm, chill, sweet. She liked my daughter liked her. My daughter actually picked her to bring her home. So we've gotten to know her. She got protective of me very quickly, but I think that's because, I was the one who was feeding her and taking her for walks and everything. She knew I was the primary caregiver. There was a couple times she did growl at my daughter, but it was like she accidentally stepped on her tail or got too close to her food, things like that. But she never attacked, so I think she was more bark than bite. But we were careful of that to make sure, everybody was safe. But as time has gone on, each week she's gotten more and more comfortable, and she started following my daughter around more, laying in her room when she goes to sleep, things like that. And she hasn't growled at her in a while, so it just takes her a little longer to get used to kids. Kids. They did tell us at the shelter she is reactive to other dogs, so she would need to be a single dog family. And also calmer kids are better for her. But I will say it did take her to a couple events. One of them was a race, and there was a lot of people around, and she was just happy around them all, very loving, giving attention, no aggression at all. And then I also took her to another event where there was a bunch of kids, my daughter's in Cub Scouts, and they had an end of year party thing, so kids were running around screaming and everything. Some of them went up and pet her, but they were, they walked up cautiously, so that was good. She was really good with all of them. I think inside the house is when she's the most protective. If she hears anything, she's gonna start barking, like a little alarm. She's pretty much been my bodyguard. I think her hearing is better than her sight, because in the house, if it's dark or she doesn't see who's walking around making noise, she starts barking. But if they get closer and she realizes who they are, then she calms down. Like if my husband is in the living room, I'm in the bedroom, and he starts walking towards the bedroom, she hears them and she'll start barking, but oh, it's me, and she calms down. She's been really, really sweet. Some quirks about her, her personality. It was funny, the first couple of days we thought she didn't bark, we thought she was a mute dog, but she was just getting used to us. But she still doesn't bark much, mostly for, I guess, security reasons, She sees something outside or hears something. She's kind of playful, but more in a way with her toys, especially her squeaky toys. She doesn't fetch too much, maybe a little bit in the house. She likes to play tug. One really good thing, she is house trained, so she will not use the bathroom in the house at all whatsoever. She will wait. So my husband and I, we leave for work around in the morning, we go home in the afternoon. She doesn't use the bathroom. We take her out before and after, of course, but she's really good at that with that house train. We don't crate her so she doesn't tear anything up when she's there by herself. So that's also really good. We joke that she has RBF because she always looks sad and depressed, but that's just her face. Yeah, she's a good girl. What else? She does like to carry things sometimes. She'll go get a stuffed bear or toys or whatever from my daughter's room and just carry it around and drop it somewhere. She does go in the trash, of course, but she'll grab like a plastic bowl, like takeout container, and chew it up. But only stuff from the trash. Everything around the house, she doesn't chew that stuff up, only if it comes from the trash. So that's a little odd. She also she won't use the bathroom in the yard. She'll only go to the bathroom when I take her for a walk. That's number 1 and number 2. So I guess that's nice. She likes to keep where she lives clean, you know. What else about her? What else did we learn about you, Iris? What else did we learn? She's not afraid of thunderstorms. We just learned that. She's fine with that. She does have a little bit of, I don't know if I'd say hip problems, but her joints are getting old and tired. So she does take gabapentin twice a day, and she also takes fish oil. So if you're considering adoption, just think about those things you'll have to take. And if she, oh my gosh, when she takes treats, she's super, super gentle. There's a video on my page somewhere else, so if you look at that, you'll see how gentle she is. If someone's taking a nap on the couch, she likes to go like sniff and lick them, kind of wake them up, I guess. And that's why she comes see me, greets me first thing in the morning too. She'll just come with my hand. She's a really good companion. She doesn't need a whole lot of attention. She's pretty chill. She does like car rides. She gets excited for walks. Yeah, she's just a sweet old gal doing her thing. So if you are interested in her, you can check out some of my other videos, see a little bit of her shenanigans, or you can just go meet her at the Animal Defense League on the Nacogdoches campus. She will be going back there tomorrow. And yeah, that's it. Iris, say bye-bye.